welcome back. Thought I'd show you a couple radios that I picked up this week. I'll start with this one. It's a Boman 23 channel AM and sideband radio. And it even came with the original Boman microphone. They power this thing up, put the antenna to it, and I show you that it works. The volume's in a weird spot. You'd think it would be over here, but the mode selector is over here, and the volume is over here. We got it in local, so we're not hearing any noise. Like I said, it has the lower sideband, AM, upper sideband. The channel selector, which unfortunately, this one has some damage. It has a couple of cracks in it, and it's got pretty scratched in some areas. Other than that, the aesthetics of the radio are really nice. Like I said, we have up here we have the local and distance switch, the noise blanker, and the PA. Fine tuning, also known as clarifier, the volume and on-off switch, and that one is the squelch. So there it is. That's the Boman. Let me disconnect this thing and I'll bring it a little closer so you can get a little closer look of it. It's not bad. It's a big, heavy radio. It's a nice chrome around it. Came with a heavy-duty bracket, and I'm pretty sure that's the original bracket, because there's a plate of steel riveted and welded to the case, and this bracket has adjustments. It can go on the underside, on the top, and also with different spacing in here. The case design is kind of unique. The speaker is on the side of it instead of the bottom. On the bottom we have feet and just a solid panel. And to take the radio out of the case, instead of having a top cover and a bottom cover, on this radio there's 4 screws back here. You undo those 4 screws, and then the radio itself just slides right out of the case. I had to slide it out because the meter was pushed in, so I had to set it back into its clips, and I had to tighten up the mode switch. The mode switch, it felt like it had broken right off. It was moving all around, and I was afraid to switch it because it felt like something was breaking. So that's the Boman that I picked up, which also always reminds me of the Mr. Boman, the boat from the TV show Friends. I always want to call this one Mr. Boman. Alright, we had that one. I also picked up this old timer. This one's a Sears Roadtalker 40, and like its name says, this one's a 40 channel. Still has the old-fashioned dial set up on it. This one did not come with a microphone. I have a Generation Correct. It's a Sears microphone. It's not wired for this radio. I need to rewire it to make it work with the radio. Because currently, let me hook this up. In order to receive, I have to key the mic. And when I let it go, it'll transmit. It's not transmitting any audio though, because I think the audio wires are backwards. And this antenna just really does not like to go onto this radio. There we go. I have a standard CB plug on this power supply, but this is not a standard plug on this radio, so I have to just slip the wires in. It's good enough for now. I'm not setting it up, I'm just... Where's the on off? There's the on off. So, how come we don't have any sound? I'm on AM, and I'm not getting any sound. Oh, I just finished telling you I have to key the mic in order to have receive. And there I go trying to figure out why it's not working. I haven't rewired the mic yet. But it has all the typical stuff. If I had just looked up, I would have saw that it's pushing my field strength meter. It has the SWR alert, the modulation light, local and distance switch, noise blanker, and PACB. Down here we have the on-off switch, the volume, squelch, clarifier, and the mode switch. I was messing around with this one last night, and I've never heard of this happening before, but the meter works fine on sideband, doesn't work on AM. It works for receive on AM, but when I key the mic, it doesn't do anything. Shut that off so I stop transmitting. So there it is. There's 2 radios that I picked up this week. A couple of old timers. Both in pretty good shape though. And I said this one did not come with a power cord, and it did not come with a microphone. The radio does work. Complex inside. Nothing like the radios of today. There's so much stuff inside of these radios. It has a spade connectors in there, so I just have a couple of temporary ones on there till I can get the correct plug for that. Interesting fuse holder on these radios too. Can you see that? It's like a cartridge that holds just the regular glass tube fuse. This one we're actually going to keep. My wife wants this one for her car. Isn't that something? She wants an old timer instead of the flashy new stuff. But I'm all for it. I think that's going to look fantastic in her car. So there you have it. There's a couple of radios that I picked up today. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.